But in 11:17, in the Gospel of Mark, Jesus paraphrases two little pieces or little snippets of two passages. He says, "Is it not written, my Father's house shall be called a house of prayer?" And that's right out of Isaiah 56, profoundly significant passage given the context. "But you have made it a cave of robbers." Three words, I think, in the Greek text, right out of Jeremiah 7:11. Ed, I think, makes a mistake and says, oh, this verse is probably added later in the tradition, maybe by Mark, as if trying to find a biblical explanation for Jesus' action, what he really was doing. And it wasn't a bad suggestion Ed made. Jesus is just demonstrating a way to suggest the temple is going to be destroyed. Now, in broad outline, he accepts the temple demonstration as authentic, and he gets it more right than wrong as to what Jesus is doing. I think he just misses a key point, and I took issue with him in an essay that was published in 1989 in Catholic Biblical Quarterly, and some scholars, other scholars weighed in and agreed. But that's all part of our work. I mean, it could be I got it wrong, and years later, I changed my mind. But I think in this case, I stick to my guns. I think Ed slipped on that. But most of his interpretation was good.
You know, what I'm referring to is where Ed specifically argues that Mark cannot be correct when it says that Jesus shut down the temple activity.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think that's all that... I don't think that's what Mark is saying at all. What is that verse? 16?
19.
That's at the end.
Sorry,
of
I
the
can't
story?
tell a joke. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Very good, yeah. We're just going to say numbers back and forth for the next 20 minutes. Yeah, I think did not permit anyone to pass through this area. And a lot of interpreters do not see that in this kind of a categorical, comprehensive sense. Who would think that anyway? What first century writer would imagine that is what Mark is trying to say? The temple precincts are huge.